Hello everybody. Just thought I'd do another video. I got a second BMW F650 single. We also have the other silver one. They're both 99s. I like the silver one that's my wife's so good that I saw this other one was really low mileage. Had just a little over 14,000 miles on it, and it came with the Hepco and Baker bags on it, and it had quite, the crash bars were on it. I just whipped up some of these little highway pegs so you've got somewhere to stretch your feet out. I added a voltmeter here because sometimes these bikes can have trouble with the regulator. The regulator is under the seat, and it can tend to get pretty hot. I've got I replaced them on both of the bikes just to be sure with solid state units. The bike came with a Remus exhaust on it already, and the bars and the bags, and yeah, I couldn't resist. I got it, and I had to drive to get it. We're in West Virginia, but the bike was in Cincinnati, which isn't terrible. But I just love it. I changed the countershaft sprocket. I went up one tooth on the countershaft sprocket and down 2 teeth on the rear sprocket. So, it'll easily cruise at 70. It's not even, well, 2/3 red line would be about 4,600 RPM, which is almost 80. I don't like to cruise it at more than 2/3 red line, but anyway, just out for a ride today, and it is stunning. Here's the views. There's still some smoke that we're getting from Canada from the wildfires, as you can see over there. And this road actually drops down into that valley that you can see down there. And the road, it's hard to get a bad road, but this road that runs down there is just a ton of fun. It follows a little river down into the valley down there, and yeah, just a lot of fun. I didn't have to do too much to this bike. The carburetors, again, it just seems like I always get the bikes. The carburetors need cleaning. It's got dual Mikuni 33 millimeter Mikunis on it. And these bikes are a little cammy, actually. At about 4,000 RPM, it starts to wake up. By the time you hit 5 and those dual Mikunis kick in, it surprises you for a single. It rips right to the red line. And, I'm pretty happy with it. As far as that goes, of course, you do the normal maintenance. I added fuel lines and nice filter. All the fluids. The tires were good. It's got some Messler Tourance tires on there, so I didn't have to do that. There was a almost new chain on it, so that saved me there too as well. And pretty happy with it. It's got low mileage. Gosh, for the money that I paid for it, that's a lot of motorcycle. And the deals are out there. The prices are starting to be a little bit more reasonable these days. The prices were for anything. It was just a lot of stuff was just very overpriced, but the prices are starting to come down a little. I did add this, as I said, this voltmeter here, and it's got a couple of USB outlets there for charging your phone or whatever. They don't carry a lot of amps, but if I need something like a tire pump that I have an outlet for my battery tender, and I can always use this to run my tire pumps if I need to repair a flat or put air in the tires or do something like that. So anyway, just little stuff like that, you add. And anyway, let me see if I can I'll have to climb on board to start it for you. They won't start with the side stand down. I'll let you hear this Remus exhaust. If I can do this without, excuse the angles on the phone here for a minute. Well, these had catalytic converters on them, and you know, it goes without saying, they run a lot better if you put a pipe on them. And you know, I'm not a big fan of really loud bikes because you know, I don't think it's good for the sport, but it's not terrible. And it's one of those things where you know, you can't really run the catalytic converter. They just plug up, and I mean, it chokes these things off. With a little bit of modification on these bikes, I did go one size larger on the pilot jets. I did go a little bit larger on the main jet. Adjusted the needle a little bit, but you know, the carbs were out, and so it wasn't a big deal. Put a K&N filter in there, or excuse me, uni filter in there, and this thing should give me a lot of good service. I mean, it's you're really in very nice condition, so happy to get it. And now we've got twins. We've got a silver one and we've got a black one. So anyway, I hope you all are enjoying your summer. Get out there and get your riding in, because you know, it's we got plenty of time left, but I'm always trying to get as much in as I can, because I know eventually it'll get cold on me. But even then, I still get out. And so hope you all are getting some good riding in, and thanks for watching.